packed in the beach, side by side, trucks. I mean, we found a little spot here because there was a little ridge and nobody wanted to drive around, but we just figured it would be easy with the Jeep come this way. But it's a nice day. I got Chris going out. He's walking out to the sandbar, trying to get past the break so we can see if there's any crustacean feeding food out there for us. There should be some of the bottom feeders, like maybe whiting. That's a sea mullet. There could be pompano running right now. I've already cast it out for bluefish, so no bluefish or Spanish. The predator fish aren't coming in, but I thought it was interesting. We were relating the different types of fishing to permaculture, and how like the casting out and working the bait and mimicking nature is so much like the permaculture mentality of harvesting what we utilize and what we grow. So, and then like when you put a rod in the ground and just leave it, it's more of a patience thing. I mean, you know, it's still harvesting, but you're not mimicking nature at that point. You're just, well, I guess you are if you're using dead fish and you're just leaving dead fish on the bottom of the ocean, and you're expecting like the lazy bottom feeders to come by and pick up what you're putting down. So in that sense, I'd say, yeah, I think they're both permaculture ways of harvesting, because it's both mimicking nature to do it. So here we are, guys, another way of foraging, which is just being on the coast and putting a line in the water. I love North Carolina, guys. Eastern North Carolina. Just a typical day at the beach. Bring him in, bring him in. Oh, nice. Oh, not quite dinner, but that works. That's a little black tip. Very pretty. See the black around the fin, the dorsal fin. There we go. Very cool. Very cool indeed. And he swallowed that hook. So ooh, look at his teeth. Yeah, I gotta either cut that line right off, let him have the hook so it rusts, hopefully rusts away. But that's it, man. I was able to get the hook and save the fish. And now we are going to do a little release, because that is not edible. It's got to be at least 5 feet to eat it, I think. Or it's got to be between 3 and 5 to keep it. But that's a black tip, and they are edible. But good job, Chris. Excellent, sir. Would you like to release said fish? Excellent. It'll be all right. They're all doing it the right way. Good job. This is great, guys. We've got a nice flounder here. I think this is a summer flounder, or might be a winter flounder. No, it's a summer flounder. It's got the spots all over it. But great flounder, guys. Good job, Chris. Outstanding. Beautiful day. Yeah, let's put him back in the water. Should come right off that hook. Caught a bunch of spots in here. I think they're all spots.
Don't forget that one is still on the bottom down there.
Okay, yeah. Another one. That's good though. They're good bait, and they're also good for eating. So one of the best tasting out here. So we just cut them up in pieces and use them for bait to catch drum and sharks too. But if we can catch a decent sized shark, the big ones are actually good to eat, the black tips. Got another flounder. So there's a lot of fish out here today. I've seen Spanish mackerel jumping. We've caught a lot of spots, and this is our second flounder of the day. But unfortunately, flounder are not in season right now, and if they were, this one would be about an inch short. So he's about 13, or I think 13 inches, and they need to be about 14. So, but that's if they're in season. I don't even think they are right now, because we've depleted them so much from commercial fishing, from gigging inshore in the intercoastal, that now they are. There's just not very many of them here. They're all small. So we've depleted the larger populations that lay eggs in the estuaries and, you know, provide us with fish. So we've depleted our resource, guys. So this is a good example. They've put restriction on us as a result. So we can't keep these anymore. But I'm gonna go let this guy go. So just keeping you guys up to date. Lots of good fishing. He's gone. He's gone. Bye-bye, little fishy. I got my rod holders in the ground. I got my surf rod. Alright guys, we're down at the beach. We're catching spots and croakers on bottom rigs. We've seen Spanish. We've caught several flounder. I'm on my first flounder. He's my buddy here, Chris. He's gotten 2 flounder so far. So that's 3 total. We got a short rod out for bottom rigs, and we've got a big rod out for doing drum and maybe a black tip shark if we're lucky, you know. But we've got some good stuff going on, guys, and the fish are biting. They are out today. It's a beautiful day, Eastern North Carolina at Curry Beach, and just beautiful, beautiful atmosphere out here. Just a different way of foraging, guys. This is another way of doing permaculture. So we're mimicking nature basically. Right now we're using crustaceans on the bottom, and we're trying to mimic the crustaceans that are getting kicked up with the waves when they crash into the sand. And we're also mimicking nature by when fish feed and they cut fish in half, the predator fish, and they eat smaller fish, they cut them in half and the pieces fall to the bottom, and the lazier fish, the bottom feeders, come by and pick that up. And so that's what we're doing on this big rod, is we've got a chunk of spot. There's a fish here called a spot, and we've got a half a spot on a hook, and that's what we're using for bait on the big one, because the fish that we want that are like big drum and the black tips, those are and flounder too. All the big flounder eat spots as well. But so we're using the food web of the ocean here and trying to mimic nature. It's basically another form of permaculture, and we are racking up the fish today, guys. We're doing well. So hope you guys are doing well too. Guys, I wanted to show you that this is a mole crab. So if you're down at the beach and you're fishing, this is really good to use for bait. And you can dig down and get them real quick when you see the little V's. Oh, there was one. I don't know if you guys saw that. Ah. There we go. I got him. But there's tons of them in there, guys. This is Tom with Permaculture Wilmington.